Hi, this is Bill Wood with Disciplined Trading Decisions, and today's topic is trading market tops. And you may look at this and say, what do you mean trade market tops? We missed the top. Well, I don't claim that this is the top. In fact, let's do this right here and now.
Trading futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results.
All right, what we have here is the ES monthly. One thing you can notice is that when you get to the tops, it becomes very volatile, right? This is pretty normal going up. You get to the top, gets pretty volatile. Get to the bottom, gets pretty volatile, right? So volatility has definitely stepped in. Is this the top? 28.78.5. Is that the top? Well, let's look at a few things. I don't have a chart that goes further back than this, but this goes back to 1993. Somehow, some way, you're going to have to count 5 waves in here. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So all of the 90s was pretty much an up move, an impulse move up. Then from 2000 to 2009, you have this sideways action. Is this just a big correction? A, B, C. So you have an impulse wave up, you have a correction, A, B, C, and now we have another impulse wave up. Let's see if we can count some of these waves. Okay, we're back to this chart, ES monthly. This was the ABC that I was talking about, and now we're into an impulse wave. So you could say, well, we have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and it's going to go down from here. Well, you got to be careful of that for several reasons, but Elliott Wave can be pretty subjective. One thing we know is that the market goes in a direction, it consolidates, then it either reverses or it continues in that direction. It consolidates, reverses, consolidates, reverses, consolidates, goes in the same direction. So the market's trending or consolidating. So right now, that's all we know for sure is that we're in a period of consolidation. Let's take a closer look at these two highs right here. So on this high here, you had the market tracing up, right? And then you had this big correction, right? Big correction there. Well, before it was all said and done, before you had this big down move, it did peak outside of that first correction. Here you have a huge correction. That's huge, but it did peak outside of that correction. So when trading major market tops, one of the things that we want to see is a huge pullback. That's telling us that perhaps bears are stepping in. As of right now, we don't know if this is just consolidation, if it's going to go higher or reverse. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on Elliott Wave, but I do try to count out the waves as it's going just to get an idea of what is happening. So we were talking about that ABC correction previously. Well, let's follow the market as it goes up. Well, this is a huge wave right here. So we could call this wave 1, possibly wave 2. Well, we have another set of waves following it. So after wave 1, wave 2, you would expect wave 3. So this could be an extended wave 3. And here's the first wave of wave 3, second wave of wave 3, third wave of wave 3. And we have this big correction here. And many people probably thought, well, this is it. This is the top. They had no idea that this was wave 3 of 3. That not only was there going to be a fourth and fifth wave of wave 3, but there is actually going to be another fifth wave of this count. So we have the 1, 2 major count, and then we have this minor count here, 1, 2, 3, 4 of wave 3, 3, 4, 5. So just because you see a big sell-off, that may be an idea that you're close to a top, but it may not be the top. That's why I never try to pick the exact top. So let's just say that this is the major wave 1, wave 2. Now you're on working on wave 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave 3. So let's just say that that is wave 3. So now we have an ABC correction. Okay, wave 4 So this is looking like we may be at the top, that this should be the end. We're working on fifth wave of this major trend here. Well, we have a 1, ABC down 2, and then we got another 1, 2 again. So maybe we have an extended third wave here. So 1, 2, let's work it back into the chart here. Seems like the job of the market is to confuse as many people as possible. So let's just say that this was wave 1 here of a major wave. Wave 2. Now we're into wave 3. And you can actually break up wave 3 into 5 waves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's wave 3. ABC down for wave 4. Now we're working on our fifth wave up. So after 5 waves, we're expecting a big correction. So let's take a closer look at what we have here. So here's wave 4. We're starting on wave 5, the end of a major wave. So we have, looks like wave 1 here, wave 2, and again, this is all subjective. And it looks like wave 3 may be broken into 5 waves. So now we're starting to count wave 3. You got wave 1, wave 2. I don't know that I see a wave 3 anywhere in here. Is this wave 3? And wave 4. If that's correct, then this wave 3 here is in the wrong place, and we're going to have to move that, and this, we're going to have to move this way out of the way, because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 5 of wave 3. Then wave 4 would probably come down like this, and then your fifth wave. As I said, this becomes very subjective. Now, if all of this was just wave 3, let's look at the retracement here. Well, from the bottom of wave 2, which would be the beginning of wave 3, to the top of wave 3, well, this big, huge pullback is only a 38.2 retracement. And that makes sense for a wave 4. So when talking about trading major highs, you got to be careful because the trend may not be over yet. Here's all the possibilities for this top right here. You could have this major wave 5 up here. You could have this minor wave 3 up here, or you could have this micro wave 3 up here. If you want to load up on shorts, be my guest, but I would love to see it break this high and see the kind of reaction. Do we just peak above this high? Do we keep going stronger like we're in another motive wave up? Just one last thing. Another reason why this may only be a third wave is, let's say that we have all these counts wrong, and this is just a wave 1 and a wave 2, right? Well, if we drew our channel from here to here, it really didn't break out of that channel to here. And that's a typical third wave action. Now it's coming back to test that channel. That's a typical fourth wave action. My problem is, I don't know if it's a major fourth wave, a minor fourth wave, or a micro fourth wave. Or have I blown it all together and this run is done? Only time will tell. Here's the few things that I know. I know that the market trends and the market consolidates. Right now we're in a consolidation. I know that near the tops the market gets volatile. Volatility has come back. It looks like this is the highest volume since 2011, at least on my chart. I wonder how many people thought the market was done at this point. It wouldn't surprise me to see us continue to go sideways. It wouldn't surprise me for us to break this high or break this low. My only concern is I'm not so sure that I'd be loading up on the shorts quite yet. Again, I don't claim to be an expert in Elliott Wave. Do I have this count right? 1, 2, and maybe this is 1 and 2. Maybe this is 3 and 4. Maybe we've already achieved 5. And all this talk about another high is a moot point. I just want to keep an open mind until I'm proven wrong. Okay, this is the end of the first half of this video. If you want to watch the rest of the video, how to trade major market highs, then follow the link to the next video. Thanks for watching.